What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games. It's actually a really fortuitous. This is a good day right here because after 20 years, a classic roguelike is back with a new form. So, those of you that have watched my channel will probably be familiar with a game called Juper Hell, a very good roguelike. Well, the developer of that roguelike previously in 2002 made like the granddaddy of roguelikes, one of the roguelikes that actually got me into the genre, a game called Doom RL. If you went back to like 2003, 2004, every single kid in my computer lab in high school was playing this game off a thumb drive or whatever, and it was made completely and totally free. You could just go grab the game off a website. He made Juper Hell and made money off of Juper Hell, hopefully, and it's enabled him to actually rebuild Doom RL as a new game, doing the things with Doom RL that he wanted to do had it been like a full-time job or whatever else during that time period. So 20 years later, you're actually seeing the rebirth of something as important as like Tales of Maj'El. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Juper Hell Classic build. We're going to play it for about 30 minutes, and we're going to see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. If after watching this you wanted to check the game out for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description, and then on top of that there's a bunch of other Nerdcastle links down there that you're more than welcome to give the old saucy click to. But let's go ahead and start off a new game. Just like when you play Juper Hell, we're going to pick a difficulty, and then we're going to pick a class over here. You've got the Marine, you've got the Scout, and you've got the Technician. They function a little bit differently in this game than they do in the normal Juper Hell, so I'm just going to go with the Technician since that's what most of my successful runs have been on. I've been playing this game quite a bit over the course of the last couple days since he fired over the build. And then we've got to pick something from the perk list. Just like in Juper Hell, there are loads and loads of perks down here that all make your character more effective at slaying the demons of hell. I'll probably go with Tough as Nails because it gives me +1 armor and 10 resistances. I think Son of a Bitch is actually a really good perk too. Maybe I'll take Son of a Bitch for right now, and then we'll name up our character, and into the dungeon we go. This may look super familiar to all of you. That's because this is basically Doom RL inside the Juper Hell universe with the same beginning, the same sort of maps, the same sort of middle and end. But what's different is that the game kind of functions structurally a little bit more differently than Juper Hell does. So Juper Hell, very heavily cover-based. This game much more embraces the spirit of like rip and tear. And so for right now, let's just go over the basics. So really the only goal of this game is to find the stairs and go down. My furthest level so far is level 26. That's the farthest that I've gotten. And the game surprised me, honestly. Like, there's a lot of content inside of here for, like, a simple game. So as you get down to, like, level 26, there are still new enemies doing new things and new strategies you have to learn in order to deal with them. Now, we're playing the Technician class. The Technician is very interesting because he can spawn a drone. And this drone is just persistent. Now, you may have noticed if you were watching the UI, it says that I'm tired down here after using that ability, but there are pickups around the map like that right there that will get rid of my tiredness, and so effectively, if I get a good tile set, I can actually make infinite drones that just run around machine gunning everything for me, which is very helpful. Unfortunately, we've killed all the enemies on this floor, so it's time for us to move down to the next one. We've got ourselves a grunt over here. He's now down. Controls in this game, very simple. I've been using the mouse controls. Hasn't really been an issue so far. Like, I haven't really tripped over anything or had any problems while using the mouse controls. Left click's gonna move you around, right click is gonna make you fire at an enemy, R is gonna make you reload, and X is gonna make it so that I spawn one of my drones. What do we get in here? Oh, we got a 44 caliber Deagle, huh? I'll take that. It's even got some ammo for it. All right. I don't know if we're going to be able to effectively source 44 caliber ammo consistently. I've played through the game a number of times now, and like, I find that I'm always low on 44 caliber ammo, and so I'm sort of like hesitant to hinge my entire strategy. Oh my god. What in the hell is going on over here? Oh, there's a demon right there, and apparently my drones were consuming its flesh. Well, demons consume flesh, so I suppose what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's only right that the machine, cold, steel, unfeeling, perfect, should handle my enemies for me. And you can hear my drones just like rampaging all over the map right now. I should be up to like, oh, they killed one. Never mind, I was gonna say I should be up to like 4 drones right now, but nope, one of them died gloriously in the lines of combat defending the Marine Corps. Oh my god, there's all kinds of nasties down there. Whenever you see a blue flash, it means that you've leveled up. You can see your experience over here. It's just a little percentile that goes up as you murder enemies. We're gonna hit the enter key and it's gonna take us right on back to the menu that we were on previously when we first started out the game in order to pick out a new perk. I'll probably go with, let's go with skilled. I'm trying to run drones pretty heavily, and skilled is gonna make it so my drones get a lot more HP. Drop him real quick. He's got a shotgun, but it's like a pipe shotgun, and so it's only got 1 round, then you gotta reload it. I'm not a huge fan. Can I get over to here? I'm gonna open this up real quick, and then I gotta destroy it. There we go. Lots and lots of enemies around. You hear the scream of a freed soul. Okay. Well, there's also the screams of a free soul right there because I just blew his head off. Just keep firing. Oh, we got ourselves a busy hallway over here. Did he drop that 44 ammo? He did, dude. There's a 44 revolver right there on the ground. Ooh, there's also, ooh, what do we got going on in here? 9mm SMG? Yeah, don't mind if I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my deagle on the 1 key. I'm going to put the 9mm on my 2 key. That way I can quickly hot swap in between them. I don't know if I have the SMG accuracy to really use it effectively right now. It's very, very inaccurate, and I haven't really taken any perks that help me with that problem, and so there's a chance we'll be missing a lot. When it comes to the floor tiles in this game, you can walk on pretty much all of them, but they're going to come in all of the Doom varieties that you would expect. There's water, there's lava, there's poison, all that kind of stuff. You can get a hazmat suit so that you can walk through it a little bit better. I pulled a lever, and I think it like blew up a crate in a different room. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take the med kit over here. I think it made that box explode. Let's grab that so I can spawn another drone. I don't know how many I'm going to need. We can go down to the Callisto Mines if we wanted to, or we can continue down on this subfloor right here. We have okay-ish gear, but we have no armor, so I probably won't go into the mines. I find the mines to be a little bit more difficult than just taking the standardized military installation path. There'll be other chances for us to branch down there and catch it later, but for right now, I don't think that we have the equipment. If I had picked up like a green armor, or even better, like a red armor, I would be totally down to give it the old college try inside the mines, but we don't have that, so like, why worry about it? You can break crates and stuff inside of this game. This game has shed the cover system of the previous Jupiter Hell game in order to make the game flow faster. However, if you're standing behind something like that right there, there's a solid chance that bullets will block it, and so in certain situations, you can wheel and deal your way into a spot that'll keep you safe over the long term. So just because it's not as important, I got 18 rounds left over for my 44 caliber deagle. Just because the cover system is not in this game does not mean that you should not be taking cover. I'm going to reload from right here, and then we'll just laser him down real fast. Get him too. I definitely don't want to deal with it. Wow, they're like flooding in. Okay, give me a drone. You feel like a killing machine. You need to taste blood. Taste blood, taste blood, taste blood. It's going to spam that. But we did get an armor crate down here. The downside is there's not a whole lot of enemies left to kill, even though we just picked up that buff. Over here, I'll probably put a point into Eagle Eye. That way we're a tiny bit more accurate than we were previously. I think that would be helpful. We can go to Valhalla Habitat right there, but I don't know if I want to. Got another demon over there. Let's spray his brains all over the wall real quick. Leave his stuff hanging. Oh yeah, I picked up armor, didn't I? Okay, I'll deal with that. Oh my god. That was an accident. I didn't pay attention to the fact that there was an explosive barrel in between me and the zombie. Grab the stim pack real fast, and then we're going to throw on this armor. Armor in this game does exactly what you expect it to do based on just Doom tradition. It reduces all damage you take by half, and the damage is redistributed to your armor. There are exceptions to that, so this game has like, I think I've seen around 7 different types of armor with evolutions. So evolutions is a thing we haven't really talked about yet, because I can hear the obvious question on the back of your tongue right now being like, okay, so like Jupiter Hell already exists. Why is Jupiter Hell Classic appealing by comparison to the product that's already fully developed in 1.0? and already has all the things in it that you've come to expect from a full release title. Well, in the case of this game, it's a lot faster paced than Jupiter Hell. Jupiter Hell is already a breakneck paced roguelike, and this game speeds it up even more. However, one of the big distinguishing features that I've found is as you're playing through the game, just like in Jupiter Hell, you get to mod your gear, and in modding your gear, it gets stronger. So maybe it gets more durability, like maybe it gets more attack power, maybe it makes you more dodgy, so on and so forth. But one interesting mechanic that I actually kind of stumbled upon on my last run was that if you combine certain packs of mods on a piece of gear, it will actually evolve into a new piece of gear that has traits and things that you can't get just naturally picking up the armor off the ground. I don't know if the same thing happens with weapons. I haven't done it with a weapon yet. And truth be told, I accidentally created... Oh, man. You got all kinds of cover back here. Truth be told, I accidentally created the armor that I created. There we go. Just wipe him out real fast when I was just trying to mod it out for more durability. And so he's just trying to fire from back there. All right, spray him down. Let me get a drone rocking real quick. Okay. He's down. There's a lot of chaos back here, and I'm feeling a little nervous about it, but we'll pick up some ammo just in case. Oh, we got Big Demon back there. Drop him. Those guys right there, probably responsible for like 90% of my deaths. There are certain runs in this game where you just don't get the things you need by the time you get to like floor 5. And dude, if you are still packing a pistol when those things start to come around and you don't have enough drones up to just like knock them out of the air, it's real, real bad for you. It's not going to work out. Take them out right there. Got him. Okay, let's have a quick look around inside of here. Yeah, that'll work. Give me that right there. Oh my god, did that hit me? I think it did. Okay, I took a little bit of damage. We're going to have to pay attention to it. My health is down here in the bottom left-hand corner. You can also see my armor listed over here. The game has a number of menus where you can interact with all this stuff too. I was not reloaded right there. I almost fed myself a dead man's click. I like to kill everything on the level, me personally, just because it makes you level up a little bit better and thus increases your chance of survival as you get further on into the game. Thus far, I haven't noticed any interesting behaviors out of most of the mobs in the game. That is to say, I haven't seen any of the mobs like follow your sound effects or anything else like that. They just sort of seem to wander around randomly. I'm open to being corrected if they are actually tracking the player position based on noise you make and whatnot, but I've noticed I've gotten into gunfights in like this room right here, and because I've cleared out the map, I can see a bunch of enemies on this side, and they just kind of wander around, and eventually they trickle on in. If they do start to come after you, it seems to be because you killed somebody like in their close vicinity, versus rather like hearing your gunshot sounds or whatever else. We got a blue chest in here. What's in the blue chest? Ooh, all the 45 caliber ammo in the world. It's time to get deagling in here. Hell yeah. Only one set of stairs that'll take us down to the next level, so let's go ahead and hit that on up. And on this floor, what are we looking at here? We've got minigunners down here. Okay, so that's going to be something we need to think about. Got him. Pretty sure the Deagle should just one-shot all these guys. Yup, Deagle doesn't care. I am going to pick up the assault rifle ammo. I know what you're thinking. I know, so I am aware of my past and my history. I know the things I say to you here on the channel. You may recall just a rant that I had probably about a month ago, or maybe longer, or maybe shorter. I don't know. The time all bleeds together and every day is more or less the same. But I had like a diatribe that I went on about how if there's a minigun in your game is just automatically better than everybody else's video game. I still stand by that, but I have found that the chain gun in this game is wildly inaccurate. And so unless I have a lot of accuracy perks, I don't feel like we're going to be able to capitalize on the fact that we have a minigun. I'll pick one up just to make you guys feel better. Oh, I don't have enough room inside my backpack. Okay, we'll roast a couple med kits because we're pretty beat up anyways. And then I'll probably take... I've got pistols here I can throw out. I don't think we need those anymore. And then I'll pick up the minigun. We'll assign the minigun to our 3 key. That way we've got it right here. And I do have a lot of ammo for it. We could take an accuracy mod pack and we could put that on the chain gun. That way it's a little bit more accurate than it otherwise would be. Yeah, it's now got a +2 to its accuracy. It's got, like, you see how, like, on the list right there, it's got a little A next to its name and whatever? That's because it's been modified with accuracy. There's accuracy, there's bulk, there's power, and there's, like, a couple other ones that I've seen laying around. And once again, if you combine them in certain combinations, I've seen it evolve my armor, but I haven't seen it evolve my weapons yet. And so, there's my drone, there's 2 drones. Okay, I'm feeling safer, dude. I got my little buddies with me now. That'll fix my armor. That's what the yellow does. Normally, your armor just rots off your body and falls on the ground eventually. But there are certain armors, like the one that I evolved, that had infinite durability, which was really nice. Yeah, you can get lit up right now, dude. I don't want to cross that bridge at all. It's got an explosive barrel on it. Got him. Got him. All right, let's get a little bit of ammo here. That guy's down. Cool. This room's looking like it's going easy peasy. How many rounds am I firing every time I burst this thing? 4? Okay. We finished off, I think, the last mob on the map. We've got some boots right there. That'll be nice. What do the boots do for me? They do not nerf my movement speed, but they make me less likely to be knocked back. Doesn't sound like it's that useful, but actually kind of is useful once we get to the further floors where like 90% of the tile set is lava or poison or whatever else. Medkit right there. Do I need a medkit? I'm going to take a medkit. Sure, why not? Let's take the medkit. What do we got in here? We've got a revolver and we've got a 44 pack of ammo. That'll work. I think that'll work. Where are we going right here? To Valhalla Control. Sure, let's give Valhalla Control a run. Take him out real quick, though, before he becomes a liability. Okay, I take it back. Minigun with an accuracy attachment on it, working pretty well right now. I've been shotgunned. What do we have in here? Rockets. Ow. We've got some 44 ammo. I will take that. I'm being shotgunned. Sometimes the shotgunners, they fire from really, really, really far off screen, so watch out for it. I will take the med kit, and there's our level up right there. I'll probably go Whiz Kid so that I can mod my stuff more. Right now, we can only put like 1 slot on each piece of gear, but if we take this right here, it gives us a pretty solid boost to the amount of stuff we can add to our equipment. I need to find like a med kit pickup. That way I can get rid of my tiredness. That's what I really need to do. I need more drones, man. I'm not droned as much as I'd like to be droning on right now. Okay, grab all the ammo, because there will come a time as you go through the game and as you get into like deeper biomes, certain types of ammo will become very, very unlikely to drop. And so I'd like to stock up now versus later. Drop all that 9mm ammo. I honestly have a lot of 7.62 right now. It's eating up the vast majority of my inventory space. Inventory in this game, very, very simple. It's until the list fills up all the way down to the bottom. That's it. Once it fills up all the way down to the bottom, you can't pick up any more stuff. Still tired. We've got another med kit right here. I suppose I could roast a med kit early just so I don't leave that on the ground. I saw that zombie down there, but I don't care about him. He's irrelevant to my overall plans. I don't think I need any of that. How's my deagle doing right now? I kind of want to rock my deagle for a second. Like, in real life, the deagle is a weapon that serves, like, no function whatsoever unless you chamber it in, like, I don't know, like 357 or 44 or something like that. But, like, in video games, dude, the deagle, super, super, always awesome. Let's get another accuracy mod pack, and if we can, it's got to be in my hand, I think. So let's take out our chain gun, and I should be able to add another one to the chain gun. Do you want to assemble a speed loader? No, not really. I'd rather just have double accuracy mod right there. That I think that would work out better for me. Is it reading double A's now? Yeah, we've got A2, and our accuracy went up to +3 on the dice roll to see if we hit. I'm trying to... Ooh, he dropped a phase shift armor. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Now we're playing with fire, so this is one of the better armors right here. It gives us more movement speed, it gives us like way more knockback resistance, hella resistances to like bullets and melee. That's what we want to be rocking right now, and so we'll put on the phase shift armor. If I can find, we have learned to assemble fireproof boots. That would be super nice. I would like to have that. There's a power mod laying right there, which is good, and a combat shotgun. Okay, let's ditch. We're going to ditch the SMG because we don't need it anymore. I do want the combat shotgun, though. The combat shotgun successfully carried me all the way to almost level 30, and it was pretty much one of the only guns that I used, and so this one's like a not as good version of the one I had. I had an assault shotgun, which is like the upgraded version of this one right here, but this'll do for now. Unfortunately, I don't have any shotgun shells. There's a couple of shotgun shells right here, though. Let me pick through the level real quick. Well, I have bad news. The Deagle had to go because it was no longer suiting my overall long-term strategy. Let's go find the stairs. We'll get down to the next level, and we'll see if we can find ourselves some mayhem here. Well, they kicked up the music, so you know it's about to get hyped in here. Explosions do destroy items on the ground, so be careful about that. This is a pump shotgun. Man, I wanted the semi-auto. I thought this was the semi-auto one. I'm going back to my chain gun. All right, chain gun. Let's do this thing. With the accuracy bonuses, though, this thing should be an absolute bullet hose scalpel. Took a little bit of damage to our armor right there. Hopefully we can buff that out a little bit later. Like maybe find some yellow shields around. That'd be super good. I do not want to hit any of these explosives over here if I can help it. We got any loot around here? Hey, there's armor repairs right there. That's good. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that. I misplayed right there. I should have played a drone, stepped on it, then played a drone. Oh, well. I don't think anything on this floor is likely to kill me anyways. I think I should mostly be in good shape. Anything in here? That'll work. We've got an assault SMG. So that's an SMG right there that uses assault rifle rounds. Not too bad, but I feel like a chain gun with extra accuracy is probably better. Let's go track down a couple more chests. I really like to pick through these levels. Didn't we have a power mod pack too? We do. Put that on my chain gun, man. Just make this thing hit even harder. I'm trying to make the most disgusting display of the military-industrial complex that I possibly can. It should have gone up in damage. Yeah, it's throwing a D8 now instead of a D7. So that'll work. If we can actually upgrade WizKid one more time, we can add a few more mods to it too. Just to get this thing super hyped and ready for the end game, because you haven't seen anything yet. Like, these are the more peaceful levels right here. You haven't seen, like, when the real stuff kicks off. Down to the next floor. Ah, we got ourselves a boss. All right, so we're going to be super careful over here. I'm going to spawn all my drones. We've got a red armor on that side. I'm going to pick it up just in case mine gets shredded, because there's a solid chance that's going to happen inside this room. We've got med kits. We've got armor. We should be ready to rock. This is basically our first boss encounter. We're not feeling super great right now. My suggestion would be run a large med kit to get back up to full health and then let the drones pick off the rest of these. Armor got a little beat up, but not as badly as it could have. Got him. All right, I think we're good. Next room, what you got for me? This is one of the rooms that comes up in every playthrough and is like the same every single time. Ow. Okay, large med kit then. I need one of you to die. That's what I really need. Let's go Tough as Nails 1 to get some extra armor. Foof. An Arch Reaver. Alright, yep, that was a nasty one. Went through about 200 rounds inside of there. I wasn't really checking my ammo count before I went through, but like, we made it. If it weren't for the drones, I don't think we'd make it, but hey, we made it this time. You enter the dropship. You notice there's just one preset course to the laboratories on the moon of Europa. Might as well take it and discover what they're really doing here. You launch and let the computer pilot you towards Europa. All right, new tile set, new day, new enemies, new kills. Chain gun still seems to be satisfactory in this environment. However, I keep getting frozen, and I'm not a huge fan of getting frozen. What do we have over here? What are these? Protective boots. Do they protect me from floor tiles? Is that what they do? May help a little while walking through acid, but lava trips will still be hard. I'll take those over the steel ones that we have. Those are only helping us with knockback, and so, like, I'm at 50% health right now. This is how accidents happen. Let me Does a stim pack get rid of my tiredness? Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, so I'll get another drone right there. Like, stim packs give you a little bit of health, and I think they get rid of your tiredness, so I should be able to use them in order to spawn my own swarm. Hey. Hey, he shot at me. Can you believe the forces of hell would do such an evil thing? Who shoots at another human being? Alright, let's see. We found the stairs. However, I've noticed we have not picked up that many chests, and when it comes to modding out my gear, I would like to mod out my gear further. Unfortunately, no chests on this floor, so I guess this was just an ammo chewer of a round. Alright, let's go down to the next floor and see what we got going on. A whole bunch of 44 caliber ammo, but I ditched the deagle. Never step on one of those until you've cleared the entire level. That's my piece of advice to you. Those are teleporters. You are not going to know where the teleporter goes until you step on it. Looks like we actually are in the middle of like a poison river level right now. Ugh. I am not happy with the way that this is going. We may not have a choice but to step in the teleporter. Oh, my drones went in the teleporter. Ow! Okay. Failed to realize I was standing behind an explosive barrel when I decided to fire at the ice reaver. Fantastic, and my armor's gone. Throw on whatever armor we have. It doesn't even matter. Just put something on. What you got in here? A green armor? Okay. That was actually pretty smart what he just did right there. Yeah, I'll swap out my armor. Why not? I'm gonna guess that my drones are all dead. That's the vibe that I'm getting right now. Is that I used to have robot friends. You know, hey there, have you heard about my robot friend? I don't have those anymore. Completely and totally friendless once again. Dude, if there could be a few less explosive barrels in here, that would be absolutely fantastic. Can you do that for me? Can we have a few less barrels full of liquids that want me to dissolve into a fine paste? I'm not trying to be a meaty paste today, all right? And you got acid barrels everywhere. Every single time I fire my gun, the entire level melts down, man. Yeah, I don't want to... I mean, I guess. Did we find the stairs? Let's just get out of here, dude. I mean, I guess I could look for alternate stairs to see if we get one of the special levels, but, like, we're in a bit of trouble right now. I don't need any of that. The phase divide... Ooh, accuracy mod. Hell yeah. I'll take an accuracy mod. I don't have anything I want to apply it to just yet, but once I do have something I feel passionate about applying it to, I'll give it... I am not going to pull that switch. Hey, there is a special level here. Okay. Overcharge... fall back, actually. Yeah, fall back. I don't want to overcharge my health. It's just going to go away anyways. The Europa dig zone. Okay, give me a drone. Do I need this ammo? Maybe. Sorta. I don't want to pick up that repair yet for my armor until I need it. A large med kit. That'll definitely be helpful. Perfect. I'm gonna guess there's a shotgunner back here. Oh, we're getting to the proper demons now. We're getting to the proper demons now. Okay. I'll probably... I mean, WizKid would be nice. I would love to have 5 mod slots on my weapon. But we are taking a lot of damage. So, like, Tough as Nails might be a good idea. Iron Man might be a good idea. These down here, they're not grayed out because they're not implemented in the early access or whatever. These right here have requirements. You have to level other perks or combinations of perks up to get to where you want to be. And so I'll probably just go with Tough as Nails just to keep that moving along because I think level 2 Tough as Nails unlocks Suppression. A 44 hunting rifle. 4d5 damage. Good lord. That's a pretty solid chunk of damage. All right, we'll pick up the armor repair now. Perfect. Just trying to use my ears to, like, hear what might be coming for me down here, but, like... Ooh, spicy hallway. The Muy Caliente hallway. All right, give me your ammo. What else you got around here? Another one of those? Cool. I don't know if there's any more enemies around. It says that we're feeling mostly safe and, like, the icons turn blue once you, like, kill everything on a floor. But sometimes I've seen things like spawn or, like, teleport in or something. Saw that one. He tried to pull a sneaky on me, dude. Tried to pull a little sneaky on me. I don't know if I need another phase device. Ooh, power cells. Definitely take those. Eventually, how are my boots doing right now? Are my boots, like, tore up? Nah, they're alright. I guess I could do, like, a... Wait, I have a red armor and I've been wearing green armor the entire time? Hold up, dude. I'm being risky right now, but, like, throw on the red armor. The red armor's better. Definitely want the red armor. I think the red armor has better resistances. So that's got move speed -5, bullet resistance, shrapnel resistance. This guy right here, oh, it has fire resistance. Okay, but it makes you a lot slower. That's fair. I think I'd rather have the bullet resistance in all honesty, but like supercharged globe and a tracking map. All right, let me get the tracking map real quick. The tire outpost. Hold on, what is that? What is that right there? What you got for me? A blue armor. Does it protect me from frost? Is that what blue armor does? It actually protects you from plasma. So blue armor would be ideal once you actually get to hell proper. I've gotten to hell proper and almost everything down there is using a minigun or a plasma thrower. And so, like, probably be helpful at some point during our adventure. I'm going to put a speed boost on my protective boots with that accuracy mod. So now you can see that I've actually got 10% more move speed. The game functions on clock cycles just like every other roguelike out there. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a bit of a hot drop. Would have rather that not happened. My man had a hallway and he had a plan. And it stung. Who else wants some? Oh, the door is locked. Okay, I've never seen that before. How do I unlock it? Huh. Okay. Never seen that in my runs. All right, let's move to the left. I want to know what's inside of there. There's got to be something valuable inside of there. Can I just destroy the walls if I had, like, a missile launcher or something? I wonder if I could. I mean, it looks like I can destroy the door. Just waiting for him to move out of the way of my loot. I don't want to destroy the chest. Another red armor in there. Okay. Nope, not doing that. You guys can all go to sleep. You are in a tight environment, and I have a gun that fires at 1,200 RPMs. I do not fear you. And my drone handled the rest of them. Good job, little buddy. You just earned yourself a commendation badge. I'm going to give you a good boy sticker on your fuselage. Large med kit definitely be helpful as we go. Oh my god. Okay, so supercharged globe is great because that puts my HP up to 200%. Accuracy mod is good, and bulk mod is also good. So bulk mod, it will increase the magazine on my weapon, reload time for single shot weapons, or it will increase the durability of an armor. How many mods do I currently have on my chain gun? So I've got 3 on my chain gun right now. We've got 2 accuracies and a power. I would like to add a bulk to it. That way we actually have a larger, deeper magwell. But I'm going to have to wait until I get the next level of WizKid. A rocket launcher. Well, I mean, what kind of YouTuber would I be if I didn't pick up the rocket launcher, man? Shotgun? Sorry, it's time for you to go. Rocket launcher? Your time is now. And look at that. They even gave me a rocket. Who wants to get rocket launchered? Find me something. Yeah, find me something to rocket launcher. Did I kill him? Ow. I don't know what that red flash was, but damn did it hurt. But you got another rocket. Okay, yeah. I can live like this. This is that good stuff. I don't think I need any more, like, 7.62 ammo. I think we'll be all right. We clearing rooms now, boys. An energy shield. I will pick up the energy shield. I've never seen this item before. Under some circumstances, it's the best thing. Too bad it can't be repaired. It looks like it gives me resistances to basically everything on Earth. So if I put on my energy shield real quick, why does it say 0 out of 0 on my energy shield? If I take a bulk mod pack and I put it on my energy shield, will that work? You actually can't mod it, unfortunately. That's the number of mod slots right there. Okay, I was hoping that I could kind of like cheese the system by doubling its durability since it can't be repaired. I was going to hold on to all my bulk mod packs and use them as like doublings and doublings and doublings to make it last as long as humanly possible. But I guess we'll just rock this armor for now and then we'll wear something else later. Level up! I can be a certified badass. Man, I'm going to take WizKid though. I need more slots on my weapons for mods because that means I can take this bulk mod pack and I can put it on my chain gun. And now my chain gun holds 56 rounds instead of 40, so I get 4 extra shots before I have to reload. And reloading tends to be when things get hairy in a game like this. This game is really, really good, dude. I mean, I think it's more true to Doom. So the difference between this and Jupiter Hell is that I think this is a lot more true to being like a Doom game than Jupiter Hell is. So Jupiter Hell developed in its own unique, original, interesting ways while kind of having the spirit of a fast-paced roguelike, but the side effect there was that Jupiter Hell kind of lost that Doom influence a little bit while it was becoming faster and gnarlier and cover-based, and you're constantly ducking behind a wall and trying to dodge bullets and things of that nature. This game feels much more like Doom RL than Jupiter Hell did, and Jupiter Hell felt a lot like Doom RL, and so my estimate here is that this is the game that the developer wanted to make when he was making Doom RL way back in the early 2000s, but he was developing that game for free with basically no income at the time, and so now that he's actually got a successful game development career going on with other successful releases, he's decided to revisit his love, which is, Jupiter, which is Doom RL, and try to develop Doom RL on out. I think the game is great. I think it's awesome. When I first started playing it, I was asking myself why would I play this over Quasimorph? Because Quasimorph is very much a corridor crawler like this that just has a lot more complexity and depth. However, this game does not get bogged down on corporate management, crafting things, building things, all that kind of stuff. And it still has that breakneck energy and don't give a shit pace that makes the game just awesome, dude. It's a badass roguelike, just like its forefathers were a badass roguelike. My name is Splattercat. I'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out with me. That's about all I got for you, folks. Bye.